How's it going, everyone? It's been less than 24 hours since that PTSD of a 2014 NFC Championship game against the Bears. But we did sustain a bit of injuries in that game, and today Matt LaFleur had his press conference, so we've gotten a little bit of details on some of the injuries. So first off, starting with the biggest one, is Jordan Love. Went out pretty early in that game with a concussion. He is currently in concussion protocol. It's going to take a few days to even see where he potentially could be. It's kind of tough sometimes to get through the protocol. They're not leaning one way or another of how he is on that sense, but it is still too early to tell. Luckily, he does have a full week to try to pass a concussion protocol, but we won't see till later on this week. Staying along the front of the quarterbacks, Malik Willis in the last play of the fourth quarter, I believe his last play, where he got injured on a sack. LaFleur has pretty much confirmed that it was a shoulder injury on his throwing shoulder. His status is a little bit kind of in doubt as of right now. Yes, he did make I believe he only made one pass. It was to Adrian in that overtime where it looked decent, but you could tell it was still a little off. As of right now, all Matt LaFleur would say is that it's a legitimate deal with the injury he's dealing with, and that we know that it's on his throwing shoulder. So our top two quarterbacks are currently in doubt, or at least questionable at this point in time. Now, as for the quarterback situation, if either of them can't go, or God forbid both, we do have a quarterback on the practice squad in Clayton Tune. Hasn't really played much at all. And then in an emergency quarterback situation, LaFleur has said both Josh Jacobs and Jayden Reed can quarterback in an emergency situation. Obviously, don't want that to happen, but that's currently where we're standing. Moving further down the line in running back, Josh Jacobs was kind of not seen again after he fumbled towards the goal line. We know he was dealing with a knee injury. He's been dealing with it for quite some time. With how Emmanuel Wilson was running, they decided to kind of hold him back, rest him up, especially since Emmanuel Wilson was running pretty decently, and that's why we didn't see Josh Jacobs. It's going to be a reoccurring theme pretty much every week with him dealing with that knee injury. So same deal as the last 2 weeks. Kind of, it's a pain tolerance thing, trying to get the swelling down, the range of motion improved, and he's going to be day-to-day at this rate. Then still on the offensive side, Romeo Doubs towards the tail end of the game. I think it occurred on the botched onside kick. He did hurt his wrist on that onside kick. Nothing too severe. Doesn't seem like there's anything to fear on that front. He injured his wrist, and Matt LaFleur would just say he doesn't think it's anything too concerning. So there is that. He did come back into the game, but that botch snap was the start of the nightmares. And then continuing with the receivers, Christian Watson played the whole game. Didn't seem like he was held back too much, and he came out of Saturday night fine. No further injury or hurting his chest injury anymore. Pretty much that he came out pretty clean cut, so that's good to hear. And then lastly, tight end John Fitzpatrick. He went out with an Achilles injury, so he's pretty much going to be done for the season. It's pretty much going to be probably a few days before they put him on IR, but it's pretty much as close as confirmed that he sustained an Achilles injury and the season is over, which leaves one tight end on the roster that's healthy, and that is Luke Musgrave. So Matt LaFleur did say that he talked to Gutekunst, and they have a plan going further or into the future at the tight end position, what that looks like. Unsure of at the moment. There are some rumors that we might go try to get Mercedes Lewis again from the practice squad and sign him onto our 53-man roster, but that remains to be seen. As for who's on our practice squad at the tight end position, we do have two tight ends. Tight end McCallan Castles and also Drake Dabney. So there are two tight ends to where they could call up to the active 53-man roster, but we'll see if the Packers also do call or sign another player from free agency or off another practice squad to kind of get a little bit more depth at that tight end position. That's about all the injury updates that we got from Matt LaFleur today. There are a couple days of rest before they go back into practice, and we'll see how each of these players are progressing. Mainly, of course, Jordan Love, seeing how he progresses through the concussion protocol. But let me know what you think down in the comments. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, go Pack, go.